But I'm sure there are the Solicited Sovereignty, that's a fantastic name given. I'm sure the God Almighty will take care of us. Definitely, that is His duty, to give us the sustenance. He has declared that in the Holy Quran. That it's my responsibility to give you food and fodder and whatever you call it, and water and whatever you need it. So I can see a spiritual aspect also in this book has linked to, and that's fascinating, amazing. I didn't know you know so much about the Quran and Moses and Christ, and oh my God, everything was going above my head, But thank you very much. I knew that you are a great Commodore, but I didn't know that you are a specialist on the spiritual aspects as well.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is with immense gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I stand before you today on behalf of Ilannoor edification to welcome you all in the inauguration of deeply significant work, Solicited Sovereignty. It is in this spirit that we express our humble gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to unveil Solicited Sovereignty this evening, a work that invites reflection on how Bangladesh's strategic future can be grounded in faith, intellect and purpose. Please allow me to take a brief moment to reflect on this book. Solicited Sovereignty is not merely a title. It is a call to thought and responsibility. The book compiles a range of timely essays exploring Bangladesh's national, maritime and foreign policy interests through a lens that fuses strategic insight with moral conviction. We don't want to miss to listen from Lieutenant General Aminul Karim, one of the most iconic general we have alive with us, and he is present with us. Lieutenant General Aminul Karim was my brigade commander when I was a young officer. Sir, please. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Hassan.
Sir.
Meeting you after a long time. I couldn't really recognize you initially, but I find you are still that handsome and still that young.
Sir, thank you, sir.
And still very vibrant.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure meeting you after a long time. Actually, I was out for the whole day, and when I came back in the afternoon, I was checking my messages. I found a message from Misbah. I was not in a mood to come to this ceremony. I was dilly-dallying what to do. But after I did my Maghrib prayer, I got some inspiration. I thought I must go and attend it, because I thought I'll get some inspiration and some knowledge from Misbah, who was my very good, I would say most auspicious, one of the most auspicious students in the Army War Corps when I was his commandant. Am I correct? And he was so kind to moderate my one presentation on the blue economy. That is not my area. That's not my cup of tea. And I'm sure the naval officers would not like that. But I had to do it because I had no choice. The Spring and Nature approached me. I don't know. All of a sudden approached me. Would you like to submit a paper on blue economy? I said, what the hell? I'm a military man. I mean, coming from army, how can I write on blue economy? I refused initially, but they came back again. Said, sorry, we're not getting anybody from Bangladesh. We need a paper from Bangladesh. Fine. I started writing, and initial review, it was given okay, but then they conducted at least 10 to 15 reviews minimum. Anything, this small thing they find, they come back. Sorry, this is wrong. Come back. I was like, what the hell? This is not my subject. But anyway, it was ultimately published. Spring and Nature is one of the best publishing houses in the world. And not only that, after I published that, after a few, I think after a year or so, they approached me, would you like to be an editor of one of our journals? I said, okay, then we'll send you a CV. I said, why are they going to accept me? Because, Nature, Spring and Nature and Palgrave, they are very high profile publishers. and I was accepted. So I am now on the board of International Board of Editors in the Spring and Nature, and I am now editing the Humanities and Social Science Communications. It's the best journal in the world out of 400 journals in that discipline. And every day I have to do some kind of, there's a full-time job for me, and so I'm so much bothered. But never mind, I'm enjoying doing that. With that, with that little background of my research profile, I would like to congratulate Commodore Misbah for having done, I'm sure, I've just glanced through it, I have not read it. I think these are the areas where we belong to. Bangladesh belongs to this. And Bangladesh's future lies in the Bay of Bengal, that's it. That's how I understand it. We don't have much resources on land, on the shore. We have to go off the shore, that's it. Simple as that. If you cannot do that, we'll know. There's an existential threat for Bangladesh, simple as that, straightforward. If you want to survive as a nation, our brains are going out of the country. We don't have much resources on the land. And we are divided. We're a divided nation, polarized nation. I don't know what the future lies for us. But I'm sure there are the Solicited Sovereignty, that's a fantastic name given. I'm sure the God Almighty will take care of us. Definitely, that is His duty, to give us the sustenance. He has declared that in the Holy Quran. That it's my responsibility to give you food and fodder and whatever you call it, and water and whatever you need it. So I can see a spiritual aspect also in this book has linked to, and that's fascinating, amazing. I didn't know you know so much about the Quran and Moses and Christ, and oh my God. Everything was going above my head, you know. But thank you very much. I knew that you are a great Commodore, but I didn't know that you are a specialist on the spiritual aspects as well. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of you. And I must congratulate the special guest. You are so versatile. You know so much. It's great work you are doing. Excellent. And I know David Brewster for a long time. I have cited your paper so many times. One of my first books I wrote on Indo-Pacific, published from Nova Science in New York. I have copied most of your papers and put it in my book, and I got it published. But I have cited you in many other of my papers and my books as well. I knew you for a long time, but it's the first time I'm meeting you physically. That's my pleasure, absolutely. Thank you very much, sir, for coming all the way. And it's our honor to really host you, and we can work together. I'm now at the moment working in the Bangladesh University of Professionals, the Department of International Relations. I've just joined about 5 months, and I find the students there are very bright. Faculties, they need some more training, that's fine, but then students are very bright. I'm very proud of that, and they are doing good, doing very good. Much better than the private universities, I think so. So let us, the only thing I can only advise the officers and the people who are around, this country lacks, analytical abilities, intellectual acumen. Very cheap, you lot of journalists are there, and they are becoming talk shows, and this is killing us. And writing op-ed and editorials. We are not doing any original research in this country. Let me I'll not take the name of the gentleman, a very famous person, one of the top economists of the country. Somebody was talking about him from outside, and he was showing he's one of the top economists of the country. He's known by, everybody knows him, by the government, by the civil society, by NGOs, UN, and you name anything. And he was searched, and to his horror, I should say, to my horror as well, he did not have a single citation even in the Google Scholar. Google Scholar, we don't consider it of very high level. He did not have a single citation in Google Scholar. And he's the number one economist of this country. No, I will not take the name. Don't take the name. Anyway, why? Because he has not done the original research. He has done basically collected data, collated them, and put them. Facts are not. No. What I'm trying to say is that facts are not good enough. What your analysis is more important. What are the implications out of that? What are you going to convey the message that you have? What is your research gap? What is your methodology? What is your conceptual framework? And how you are developing your arguments and how you are leading it to. That's important. That is not done. So let us move towards that direction. Please do not go into plagiarism and for cheap publications, cheap talk shows and op-eds and editorials. No. They do not carry any value in the academic world. I worked in the University of Malaya for almost 8 years. That is the 58th best university in the world today. 58th. I was a professor there, and 2 professors from Dhaka University during my time joined that university, and they joined as a lecturer. I said, why the hell are you joined? You have joined as a lecturer. Because you don't have publications. I said, but why do you join as a lecturer? You're a full professor at Dhaka University. They were a little ashamed. No, they got a little embarrassed. That's fine. But I was feeling bad about that, about Dhaka University. The reason is they did not have any publication in the index journals. We call it Web of Science journals. Not even Scopus. Not even in Scopus. Web of Science, that university does not accept anything less than Web of Science. Or they call it clarified indexed or ISI indexed. And one of them was a dean the other day, and he was fired after 3 years because he could not produce a single ISI journal. But the other one, he prevailed. He prevailed and he did good job. He had a PhD from London University, and he came back with came out with flying colors. But we must look for that. Sorry, this country is not going to survive. Dhaka University's position is about 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, even Buet in the world ranking of universities in QS ranking. Times high ranking is even much higher. In QS ranking, just imagine, Dhaka University is much better in 60s and 70s than any university in Malaysia or in Southeast Asia or in South Asia. Far better. It is dying and dying and dying and dying, but they don't bother about it. They don't mind about it. Or what is the way out? Are the armed forces going to take over that job? No, that's not possible. That's not our job. That's not our job. We have been trained to fight, and we did that. But this must start from the youngsters. The youngsters who have rattled the entire world by the revolution of July last year. It's a great job they have done, and we are very proud of that. Now they should start doing the intellectual journey and salvage this nation. With that, I thank the publisher as well, my officer, and we belong to the same regiment of artillery, and we are from the same branch. And that's a different corps now. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm very proud of that, and thank you very much, Misbah, once again. And thank you all, the special guest. You speak so well. You are from Dhaka University?
No, sir. Sir, I have done my bachelor and master's from University of Chittagong in English literature and English language and literature, and then I did my second master's from Moscow State University.
Oh, you went to? Oh, that's great. Excellent. You are a very knowledgeable person. I think I feel so small beside you.
No, sir. Don't say that. Thank you so much, sir. Feeling really very much privileged and honored.
I studied English literature for 1 year in Dhaka University. After 1 year, I thought, what is the use of this literature? Then I left that department and went to somewhere else. Sorry, don't mind about that.
No, sir. It's okay, no problem, sir.
Because I thought, Kobita, and then I left. In any way, it was a wonderful night. I'm very tired, actually. I was not in a mood to talk, but then it is Misbah who pulled me, and because of you, I came here.
Thank you, sir.
And I thought I'll get some materials from here.
Thank you very much.
Because I'm going to teach the Indo-Pacific course to my students from next semester. So this will help me quite a bit.
Thank you, sir.
It will be my pleasure. And I need some reference book. I hope I get somewhere. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, all the best. Please pray for Misbah for a long intellectual journey that he has taken. I'm sure he'll prove equal to the task. All the best. Good luck. Assalamu alaikum. Good night.